Facebook is changing its branding with a new name and logo. CEO Mark Zuckerberg says the new parent company name will be Meta. He made the announcement during the company's virtual and augmented reality conference Thursday. Zuckerberg says the name Facebook doesn't fully encompass everything the company does now. The Facebook app and social network site will stay the same, along with Instagram and WhatsApp. CBSN tech reporter Dan Patterson is following all this and joins me now. Hi, Dan. So as we mentioned, Facebook has a new name. Founder and CEO Mark Zuckerberg says it's a company now that builds technology, and they're looking to the Metaverse as the next frontier. What exactly is the Metaverse?
Hi, Tanya. It's great to see you. So the metaverse is a jargon term that means augmented reality and virtual reality, also jargon terms. So the simplest way to think about this is, well, those AR and VR goggles that you see. Sometimes those can be miniaturized and put into regular glasses, but really it's a holographic display, a projection that doesn't exist in the real world, but you can see it when you put particular glasses on or even look through your phone. It's a virtual extension of the reality that we live in every day. It is augmented reality and virtual reality. So there are a couple companies that are already in this space and maybe ahead of Facebook, actually. Valve, the makers of the Steam video game platform, have put out a competitive VR headset for a number of years. Apple, of course, is working on a product that is expected to come to market in the next year or two. Google has been working on Glass, their failed AR and VR product, for a long time. Microsoft has HoloLens. So you can see Facebook enter into a space. They're trying to kind of take this term metaverse and apply it to themselves, but this really is a term that applies to augmented reality and virtual reality. The kind of nerdy nut where this comes from is a book by Neil Stephenson called Snow Crash, which is where the term virtual reality first came from. So this term by Facebook is kind of a tip of the hat there.
I love that. I love that little tidbit of information there. So Dan, but on the other side, though, how much does this name change reflect a desire on the part of Facebook to distance itself from recent negative press, or does that have nothing to do with it?
I think, Tanya, it has almost everything to do with it, especially the timing. Look, there is almost no way that it was a coincidence this event happened today, the same week that thousands of documents were released by Facebook whistleblower Frances Haugen to the press and the public. Look, we're trying to figure out when Facebook first started working on this. We do know that augmented reality and virtual reality, and in fact, the term metaverse, has been hot in Silicon Valley since at least 2016, when the first Oculus was released. Oculus is a VR and AR headset that Facebook owns. They purchased the company for about $1 billion in 2015. So we know that this isn't something that was just a fanciful thing they decided to do right away. But the name change and the metaverse, a lot of the conversation around this and throwing this big fancy event, that really seems to have been timed to grab what we call positive earned media, that is, getting the press to talk about your company in a positive way. At the exact same time, a very negative earned media was the company is earning.
Right. You know, it's interesting, Dan, because I bet not a lot of people realize that the parent company of Google and YouTube, for instance, is actually called Alphabet. So does a parent company name really matter?
Well, in tech, the parent company name can really reflect a lot of the company's values. Facebook and Mark Zuckerberg did say that, look, we are a technology company, and that is true. Facebook is not just a social network. They've really developed innovative technologies, and we saw Google do the exact same thing. Now, Google didn't have the same PR crises that Facebook seems to face pretty regularly, but Google is a collection of technology companies, so I think Facebook might see themselves as the same type of company as Google. And look, hey, rebrands can be very successful. Dunkin', Ford, Harley Davidson, all brands that were struggling and did a significant work on their brands, and that seems to have paid off. So there's good reason for Facebook to do this right now.
Yeah, no one's arguing that branding is not important. It definitely it can make a difference. All right. Well, Dan Patterson, thank you so much for joining us. We appreciate your insight.
Great to see you.